it's Emily and I support the independent garden centre team with some of their marketing and creative services. And today we're going to be going through a few Instagram features you may not know exist. As always, I'll include some timestamps here so that you can skip to the bit you're really interested in. So let's jump in. Number 1, create guides. Instagram was super quiet about launching this feature, so I'm going to guess a lot of you may not know it exists. And that is that you can add a guide section to your Instagram profile. Let's say you've done a few posts or videos that teach something to your audience. Say the top 5 pet-friendly plants or how to get ready for pest season, whatever it might be. You can set up your profile so that all of these educational resources can be easily found in one place by assigning them as guides. From your Instagram profile, you'll probably notice that you have a few tabs that you can toggle between over here. Everyone will have the grid view, and if you've ever been tagged in a post, you might have a tagged post tab available as well. And then if you've ever posted a video or a reel, visitors to your profile can quickly filter your feed to display just that content by clicking on the relevant icon as well. In this same way, we can add a guide section. To do this, click the plus symbol as though you were going to go do a new post and select guides. Next, select posts. You'll see down the bottom you'll have the option of making a guide out of any of your saved posts, or you can toggle across to make a guide out of your posts, which is what we're after in this example. Now select any post you'd like to add to this guide. Give your guide an overall title and a description. You'll also be able to add a title and description for each individual piece of content within the guide. So for example, imagine you're creating an overall guide on winter flowers. And one of those posts might be teaching all about foxglove, another might be teaching about geraniums, and so on. Once you're ready, you can click Share Your Guide, and a little symbol will then appear above your grid, allowing you and your visitors to filter by guides and quickly find these tips and tricks type resources. Number 2, pinned posts. This one some of you may have seen about, and that is that you can now pin up to 3 posts to the top of your feed. To do it is really simple. Bring up the image you would like to pin, and in the top corner, click on the 3 dots and go Pin to Profile. Now when you go back to your feed, you'll see that image has a little pin icon in the corner. Any content you post going forward will now sit after this image. That is to say, it will stay pinned to the top of your profile. Now to remove or unpin it, you would repeat these steps and select Unpin from your profile. This allows you to keep posts that hold the most important information about your business and or your products to the very top of your feed. Now something to think about with this feature, however, is that Instagram is based on recency. The more recent your content is and the more people engaging with your latest content, the more your post will get boosted in the algorithm. So if you're going to use this feature, I'd suggest not just pinning any old post. This feature tends to work best when you think of this space in the same way you might use a welcome video on your website or say a YouTube account. It's a great opportunity to pin something that has more intention at the top. That is, do you have a video or post that introduces your brand and what you have to offer? And of course, if you have any temporary content such as a special offer, a new catalog out, or an upcoming event that you'd like to boost additional visibility on, pinning it to the top temporarily can be a really great idea as well. Number 3, recover accidentally deleted posts. If you've ever accidentally deleted a post or reel, this one's for you. Instagram stores deleted content for 30 days. In that time, you can recover it, but after that, it's gone forever. To recover recently deleted items, head to your profile, go to the menu and select your activity. You then go to recently deleted and select the post you'd like to recover. Number 4, add stickers to your reels. In one of our earlier videos on Instagram stories, I mentioned stickers and how using stickers in your stories encourages your viewers to interact with your stories and can be an easier to win form of engagement that still supports your visibility within the algorithm. Well, you can now add those same stickers into your reels as well. That is, you can film a reel and include the poll sticker, or the question sticker, or the rate it sticker, and so on. To do this, begin by creating your reel. Upload or film your video content as you would normally, and once you have that, head to the next screen. This is where you can add things like text, effects, and so on. And one of these options along the top is now stickers. Click on here to select which sticker you'd like to use. Since we know Reels often get more reach than our stories do, making use of these stickers might enable you to get an even greater boost through encouraging an even wider audience to interact with your content. Number 5, reshare old stories from your archive. So ideally we're making new stories every couple of days to keep our audience engaging with our profile page, But let's face it, maybe that's not happening, or maybe at least it's not happening as often as you would like. Well, do you know that there is an easy way to reshare a story you might have done several months ago? Because stories are only visible for 24 hours, you might have a bunch of great stories that you posted ages back that your audience will have completely forgotten about. If you're struggling to come up with something new or you just ran out of time this week, one option could be to turn to your Instagram story archive and reshare something you posted in the past. To do this, head to your profiles, go to the menu and select archive. By default, you'll likely already be on stories, but if not, you can toggle between stories, posts, and lives from the top here. Scroll back up to find a piece of content you feel is suitable for resharing. Select it and click on the 3 dots at the bottom, then select Reshare Archive Story. It usually comes up a little small and with the date. Click and drag the date to move it to the bin. Then use 2 fingers to drag out and expand the story to the full width of your phone. Then voila, now it looks like a new video. Post it out as you would normally. Now the one issue some of you might encounter is that you do not have Save to Archive turned on, which means that any of your stories have not been being saved to an archive. By default, I do believe Save to Archive should be turned on, but just in case one of you encounters this, just very quickly, this is how you can turn the feature on for the future. From your main profile, go Settings, Privacy, and then select Story. As you scroll down, you'll see a section called Saving, and the option to save story to archive. Click the slider here to toggle it on and off. Number 6, edit your story captions. So if you ever filmed a video of yourself or someone else talking in your stories, it's a great idea to add captions over it, as a lot of people view stories without their sound on. To do this, create a new story and film yourself or whoever speaking in that story. Once you have that, head to the sticker icon and you'll see a sticker called Captions. Now, if you don't see the captions sticker, it may not be available in your account just yet. The feature is still relatively new and still rolling out over the platform. I'd say most people should have it by now, but make sure you have downloaded the latest updates for your app and keep an eye out over the coming weeks to see if it appears. If, however, you already do, then select it now. So it may take a few seconds to review your video, but then it does a pretty solid attempt at getting the captions all right for you. However, occasionally it might get a word wrong or could simply be written or punctuated in a much cleaner way. To edit your text, simply tap on the words here and start making your changes. Number 7, film hands-free for stories. So when you film a story, you might have noticed that in order to record, you must press the record button and hold it for the length of your video. Now, some of the best stories are people talking to the camera, but if you don't have someone to hold that camera for you, that whole press and hold thing can get really annoying. But what you may not have realized is that there is a hands-free option within the story features. To do this, go and create your new story and click the down arrow on the left-hand options, then select hands-free. Now when you go to film, you'll only need to press it once to start filming and again to stop. This means you can hold your camera phone a little more easily. Now, taking this one step further, let's say you have a tripod or a little stand that you want to prop your phone up onto, so that you can film and stand a little bit further back and be even more hands-free. For this, set your phone up how you'd like it and do exactly the same thing with turning that hands-free feature on. This time, when you go to press play, just hold it down for a second. This will start a countdown from 3, giving you a chance to move yourself into position with no need to buy any fancy Bluetooth clickers. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you discovered at least one new trick for you to use with your own Instagram account. As always, any questions, please do send them through. We'd love to help you out. Until then, see you next time.